Okay, I'm joined by manager Lee Lashenko after it's finished. Thatcham Town 2, Bristol Manor Farm 1. Lee, obviously, every single match we come out and we always have these conversations and sort of try and do our best to assess the 90-minute performance. And I'll be very interested to know your thoughts after today's performance here in Berkshire.
I don't think we got long enough to digest that one, Bill. Obviously started the game really well, couldn't have started better. Goal to the good after, I think, not even 2 minutes into the game. I'm not happy with us at half time. I got to be said. I felt the performance in the first half was lacklustre. We weren't really dominating the game as I would have expected, given the fact that there's no doubt we got a lot more quality in our ranks. It was one of those that I didn't want to become a sitting duck in the second half by just letting the game fizzle out and stumbling over the line. I wanted us to get going and go after the game and win it comfortably. But obviously that's like within my control, my players, so I can say that to them at half time and try and get a reaction. But what I can't control is some of the decisions my team's had to endure today. And like you people bang on about respecting football in terms of officials and so on, but I think that was our game for a Manor Farm player to play in today based on what they were up against today, like in terms of the game. And I'm not on about the opponent in Thatcham. I'm saying what my players were up against today. They shouldn't have to put up with that.
Yeah, completely. Echo all of your sentiments, Lee. I think so much work goes into preparing for a match. You say it in midweek and stuff, the training and the effort that the players and the coaching staff and the effort that you put in to prepare for games like today. And like you say, you started off brilliantly with Lewis Britton's goal. It's looking like it's only going to end one way for Manor Farm, and then let's be honest, some borderline criminal decisions. And I apologise if these are loaded questions, Lee, because I'm not trying to sort of force you down into saying things that you do or don't want to say. But at the end of the day, the reaction at this is just frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, no one will force me to say anything I don't believe in, and I'm also a believer in master of my own destiny, and anything I do, I'll own it. I'll say and have the courage of my conviction. I think football situation is very hell-bent on, at times, it seems mental. You've got FAs, they want to encourage cheating. If you think about it logically, the referees encourage cheating, because what they do is I've never seen a penalty. I had this conversation with a nice gentleman, a referee, a couple of weeks ago. They never give a penalty for a lad being honest and staying on his feet, even though the foul would have been a foul if the lad had gone down. And I've been told that many a times by referees. They're not allowed, they don't give penalties unless the lad goes over. So if you've got players being honest and trying to stay on their feet under challenges, apparently they're not allowed to give that decision. So all round in games now, they're basically, what they're saying is you've got to make the most of a contact. And then they seem to say about errors on the pitch. They talk about errors on the pitch, like a foul's got to be more of a foul in certain areas to be given as a foul. And then you talk about sending off sort of given because they were under a dugout, if you know what I mean. They were near a dugout that rightly would appeal for everything, like I would do the same. I'm not here making out us to be Snow White, by the way. I know that we're gonna, is all called gamesmanship. But then what you do have to trust is the referee to make fair and correct decisions. And that's the minimum requirement. So respecting football's a two-way thing. And I would like to be told a bit more about why these penalties and fouls have got to be more of a foul, or why they can't be given even if the lads are honest and stay on their feet. I got players that are honest, like Danny Donnelly, Josh Bissett, Louis Britton, players that I can name loads of players, but they all stay on their feet under contact. And maybe I got to look at Tuesday and Thursday this week, and we got to get a diving expert in to show us how to get these fouls, these free kicks and these penalties, and also how it might help us get a few players in the opponent's team sent off. Listen, we're Bristol Manor Farm, we don't want that. I want to be size 11 against 11, and I know, like they say, we got a few people might write us off. We got the best team in the league, in my opinion, and we got to prove that now. We got to come back from this one. We're going to be a bit depleted next week. We've got a few lads to come in, and we're about to sign one or two this week, and we'll go to Mousehole fully strong and against a side that we enjoy playing against, because they've given us a bit of a bloody nose from time to time, and we managed to beat them last time around. So looking forward to that one. We know it's a big challenge again, and it's a nice journey. I think a lot of people are going down on a Friday, so we'll get together this week and we'll go again. But yeah, like I say, I'm puzzled today, and I'll be interested to see if what comes our club's way in terms of a few comments that we've had to say today. But we're being honest, we're not going to be fooled. So if that comes that way, I don't care.
Absolutely, I can't agree with you more. And obviously sticking with our performance, Lee, like I say, your team's had to endure some pretty difficult decisions today, but when it goes to 10 men, when it goes to 9 men, we've even had a chance in the 95th or whatever minute as George Dowling hits the inside of the post. That could have rewritten the script. But yeah, I thought your players today were absolutely fantastic, and the heart they showed against the adversity, that must have been positive for you as a manager on the sidelines.
I'm always happy with my players. Yeah, like I say, we can have disappointing like displays 45 minutes or whatever, and we can address things. I'm always happy with their honesty. I mean, you can go in a dressing room and be honest with these lads, and they don't chuck you under the bus. They regroup and we go again, and maybe that's through the management that we got around the place, like with John Durbin, Granty Dix, people like that, the supporters that we're so lucky to have, and the honesty in that dressing room. They're a great dressing room, and yeah, we're disappointed with today, but it's a long way to go. We're only first week in November. This has been a freak game of football today. There's not really, obviously Thatcham's going to enjoy their 3 points, and I can't say deservedly so, because it's not deservedly so, but they've done nothing wrong, Thatcham. They just cashed in on decision making, so I congratulate them, you know what I mean, and I wish them well. I really do. This isn't anything aimed at them. I'm just saying that it hasn't been a game determined by the quality of a team. It's been about an individual that maybe they need to be held to account. Maybe they do. I don't know whether that's allowed anymore, because apparently you've got to tell them they're brilliant even if they're not. But we'll see what happens.
Well, Lee, I appreciate your honesty and thanks for your time. Cheers, mate.
Top man, thank you.